Got a guest in the studio this morning, Pete the Surfaroo. Who is Pete the Surfaroo?
Hey Russell, how are you, mate? And welcome everybody out there viewing RIM FM 100.1. It is going off here today. We've got a big event coming up pretty soon, but we'll tell you about it shortly. Now, just brief about Pete the Surfaroo. Well, I've been travelling around the world for the last 20 years. I've got a series called Pete the Surfaroo. If you go on Facebook, YouTube, you'll see it all out there. It is great. Lots of enthusiasm. I do a lot of sports, locations. It's energy packed. And of course, that's what brings me to this location out here, living on the Gold Coast. You'd be surprised how many city people don't even know anything about the scenic rim and Darling Downs. Ask them, where's Boona? Where's Boona?
Where?
So, I've brought my Pete the Surfaroo boat out here. I've toured for 8 months of filming, solid filming out here, and there is just so many things to do. It's like going out and checking out the Great Lakes. I didn't know there were so many lakes out here where you can actually bring your boat, go fishing, skiing, whatever you like out. We've been clay shooting, archery. Yeah, the locals are just fantastic. Everyone is so friendly. And what brought me to filming fabulous Boona here is I went into this fruit and veggie shop, organic of course, and it was called Oppies. And when I went in there, I was just chatting to the lady there and I said, oh, I'm just in town, just doing a bit of filming at the moment. And she said, well, listen, have you filmed Mount French? Have you done this place and this place? And I said, no, I didn't even know it was there. So she was like a traveling information board. And then she told me I also manage some bands here on the coast. And of course, when I saw that, I said, listen, I'm doing a big country theme for that next 8 months. Have you got anyone who might want to do a bit of a theme song? She introduced me to Bruce McCumsky.
Oh, yeah.
You know Bruce? Yeah, I think he's done a few shows here. He's on the wall up here, guys.
On the wall,
yeah, great stuff. And of course, he's got unreal music. He's been travelling all his life, well-known country singer. And of course Slim Dusty, of course, one of his favourite fans out there. Also Ricky Saunders from the Squash Studios. He did an intro for my song as well. And they've all put in their time and effort for Pete the Surfaroo to get Boona Scenic Rim out on location so everyone knows where it is. Now also we've got Cam from Studio 446. He produced, directed with his mum Linda and put the whole thing together. I've got all this on video which will be airing all day Saturday the 15th of May at the Boona Cultural Centre from 10 a.m. till 4:30. So if you want to check it out, we've got about 16 episodes, around about 28 minutes each episode, 8 minutes each segment, and it'll be going all day. We've got about 6 hours worth of film that I've filmed in the last 8 months, which will be airing there. And of course we're going to have a donation box there as well, because the main part of what I do is wildlife. I love animals. So I've teamed up with Cliff from Scenic Rim Wildlife Rescue, and we're doing a big fundraiser on that day and night. So we're going to have a little box at the front there for donations to come along and watch the cinema all day. You can watch all day, and then when that finishes at 4:30, the big one goes off. 5 o'clock, Oppies Fruit and Veg. It's going to be a huge, big red carpet event. We've got the mayor coming, the ex-mayor coming, we've got elders coming, we've got heaps of people. The whole town is going to just crash into the Oppies Fruit and Veggie shop there. We're going to have interviewers there. It's going to be filmed live, so everyone that comes along will be on TV. We're going to have entertainment there, comedians. We've got singers there. Bruce is coming. Ricky's coming. I'll be there. Heaps of other people. You guys out there listening to this, wake up, come down, have a great night at Oppies at Fruit and Veggie Shop in Boona. Mate, it's going to be a huge one.
Yeah, gee. Now, how long have you been filming in the Darling Downs area and the Scenic Rim?
Well, the whole time I've been filming, rough about 8 months of filming. I spent about 3 months Darling Downs and of course the rest here at the Scenic Rim, because there's just so much to see here. And I've been staying at the old church B&B with Christelle and Dr. Harry, which brings you to how did I get into the wildlife side. I actually met Mr. Dr. Harry there. He's a veterinary surgeon here in Boona. Everyone knows him, well known. And here in Boona, yes, Milford, I should say. Yeah,
oh.
Yep, yeah, he's just down the road, and he owns the old church B&B there with Crystal. And they took me to the surgery, and they said, well, listen, on my time off, free, I go out and help all the animal wildlife out there. And I said, that is an amazing thing, because I really love animals. So I filmed quite a lot, which you'll see at Boona Cultural Centre on the Saturday, about what Dr. Harry actually does to save these animals, in conjunction with Cliff, who lives out at Coralbin, and he's got a big house out there, and he's got all the animals out there that have been hit by cars, fire, anything, like all sorts of different animals, and he looks after them. But amazing stuff what these two people do. And Christelle, of course, runs the old church B&B too, and she's helped me so much with getting this whole promotion organised here at Boona, the Cultural Centre.
And where's that? It's next door, is it? Or
the Boona Cultural Centre, yeah, it's just up the road on the main street of Boona, on your right hand side. If you're coming from the bottom where Oppie's is, you go up, and right at the end on the right hand side is the Boona Cultural Centre. You'll see it. It's right, I think it's right next to the library. Right next to the library.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I didn't know Dr. Harry lived in Boona.
Yeah. Small world, eh?
He's from Tasmania, isn't he? No, it's on Channel 7 doing the great outdoors.
Yeah, and what's your favourite thing to film, sort of thing?
Well, my favourite, of course, as everyone out there knows, I'm into sports, fitness, locations, but my favourite is wildlife. When I went to Lake Mulgra, I went out with Doc Harry, and of course we were zooming down this, and we found these dead trees, and just in one little spot we came across this like ghostly area, and we looked up on the trees and there was all these birds that had babies up there.
Oh, yeah.
And it was an amazing sight. So I got my GoPro and we just got some shots up there of the mums and with their little babies, and of course we had hawks and so many pelicans and other birds, so much wildlife amongst the shore. And when I was out at Lake Leslie on the tourist park there, I was cruising along on the boat, and on the other side of Lake Leslie I just ran into so many kangaroos just right on the water, just sitting there tranquil. Saw my boat, didn't move, came right up to the water's edge, had a bit of a drink of water and then cruised off. And guys, I got it all on film. So if you come along to the Boona Cultural Centre from 10 till 4:30, you will see it on the big screen with just a little donation for the Scenic Rim Wildlife Rescue.
10 to 4:30?
10 till 4:30 at the Boona Cultural Centre,
That's on.
Saturday, May the 15th. Coming up, that's about 2 weeks away, guys, so wake up, get there, make sure you have good sleep the night before, because it's going to be a huge day at night.
How big?
Huge!
Huge.
That's my bird call too.
Oh, so it's going to be bigger than big.
Bigger than big. You can come again at night time from 5 o'clock. The doors will open at Oppie's Fruit and Veg Mart with Sandra at the door and Tracy there from 4 Real Milk. And they'll be giving out samples and heaps of other stuff. We'll have motorbikes there from the Motorbike Museum. He's coming as well to put up a stand. Check out all those really amazing bikes. I did a story on him too. And of course the Ultimate Aero are in it as well. I don't know if you know those guys. They're just down the road here near the old church B&B, and they've got about 40 or 60 planes from all around the world, old vintage planes, and they fix these planes up. Like, people from all around the world bring them there and they fix these planes for them, and they teach to fly as well out there. So if you want to get your pilot's license, go out there and see the guys there too.
I'm a little bit too late for that sort of thing.
Oh, you're never too late, mate. Never too late. Maybe we can have you jumping out of the plane, mate.
Yeah.
I've been in a flight.
Next silly question.
We've got the special VIP guests coming. I think Sandra's selling tickets for that. I think they're $25 for that, and that includes coming along, meeting all the guests, nibblies, drinks on the door there. If you come along as a VIP guest, you can win yourself 2 nights accommodation staying at Lake Leslie Resort, worth around about $350, $250 flight centre voucher going to any of the flights if you purchase a flight. And of course we've got Skywalk giving away 10 family passes. That's 2 adults, 2 children, and they're all going off for free if you buy a ticket or got your VIP ticket, or if you come during the day and if you get yourself a ticket there. I think it's about $5 or $10 just to get in and watch the movies if you're doing a donation, which will get a ticket, and that goes to the Scenic Rim Wildlife. So heaps of things happening. Don't forget, of course, we've got 4 or 5 comedians coming from the Gold Coast. Josh Taylor, the big one, and his mates. And of course, we've got Ricky He's going to be doing the theme song, and the big theme song that we did with Bruce McCumsky. He'll be singing that live on stage with his guitar. Can't wait to listen to that.
Yeah. Where's the Skywalk you're talking about?
Skywalk's in Tambourine, which is still scenic rim, but they're just down the bottom of the hill, and as you're going down, heading towards Brisbane, it's on the right hand side. You pull up there and it's a massive big walk, rainforest, and you can go check out. They've got butterfly collections, birds, all this wildlife just happening there. It's an amazing thing, and you're up on this big bridge that just walks right out, and you're up higher than the trees. At night time we've got something a little bit different. We're doing a recap, so I've got a special video going on the big screen at Oppies, and it'll just have highlights, talking to the cyclists on a Sunday as they go for the big push bike ride. And who comes in? John, the ex-mayor. So we grabbed him and had a big chat with him, and it was great talking to him. Very good on the microphone, John, and it's amazing who you meet. We're going to have a big media board up at the Cultural Centre as well, so you can get your photos done. I'll be there dressed to the max, so if you want photos with Pete the Surfaroo, you can get photos with him too. And we've got heaps of other boards and show and tastings from 4 Real Milk there as well.
Yeah, we use 4 Real Milk at home sort of thing, so...
Yeah, well, that new one with the chili, I'll tell you what, it knocks you out. It is a great drink. I tried it there with Farmer Greggy, and it was an amazing drink. I loved it.
Just the little bottles,
yeah, a little one, yeah.
I don't know whether I've seen chili or not sort of thing. No.
Yeah.
I just get the ordinary milk and support the farmers sort of thing, or that'll do, farmers.
Yeah, we've got t-shirts here and we've got hats here, which will be going on sale as well, and some of the money from these hats and shirts will be going also to the Scenic Rim Wildlife. So everything's Scenic Rim Wildlife, Scenic Rim Wildlife, Scenic Rim Wildlife. It is all going off here. And I brought my popcorn, mate. Can you see the popcorn? You want some popcorn?
Oh, I just might...
I'm ready for the movies, mate. I'm ready for the movies.
Just dropped it there.
Yeah, just grab another one, mate. There you go.
Only one?
Yeah, only one. Gee. I've got a big...
I'll take two.
Yeah, take two, mate. Go for it. How about your mate? You want one too? There you go. Got to get ready for these movies.
Thank you.
I brought the big one, guys, as you can see. The big one here. I brought that one because you got 6 hours worth in the cinema, so this will last me maybe half the day. Then I'll come back with some more. I need the carbs and the protein, so I've got to get some fish later on too, because you've got to keep fit and healthy while you're watching that energetic shows of Pete the Surfaroo, Darling Down Scenic Rim Adventure here at Boona Cultural Centre and Oppies Fruit and Veg Mart.
For the show at Oppies, you've got to bring your own chair, or...
We're going to have chairs there as well.
Yeah.
Yep, it's going to be all decked out red and yellow for Pete the Surfaroo, my favourite colours of course, guys.
I would never have known. You've got a red cap on with Pete the Surfaroo on
That's
gold.
it.
You could have gold, like a tank top thing on.
Yeah.
You can't see the rest.
You see my red pants? Got red pants?
I got green on.
Yeah, red pants. Yeah, so you got to deck it out. That's Pete the Surfaroo all the way.
Right, well, there's nothing else we can...
That's it, mate. I think we've wrapped it all up. I think the Boona people out there are raring to go, and hopefully... Are we going to see you boys down there on the Saturday night, or is it too far to travel from Ipswich?
Oh, no.
I'm busy that night.
Yeah.
Well, that's no good.
I'm going to football.
Oh, wow. This will be a lot better than football, mate.
I've already paid for it. So.
Oh, okay. Well, we might see you down there, mate.
Yeah, I can't drive at night, so
No.
I can't drive at all. I'm on jungle juice sort of thing, so...
Well, that's good, Russell. You can just camp the night at one of the motels here. Stay at the old church B&B out there with Doc Harry, and just keep on partying all night. Because don't forget, after Oppies, they're all going down the pub to watch all the bands that were involved with Pete the Surfaroo, 446, Ricky Saunders, Just Jimmy, all those guys will be playing on after that. So it's going to be a huge night.
It's not country music, it's going to be rock.
No, that's going to be a rock and roll, mate. It's going to be heavy stuff, yeah.
Oh.
Just Jimmy, a little bit different, but it's going to be a good night.
Okay, Pete the Surfaroo.
Roo, that's it, mate. Kangaroo, Surfaroo, Pete the Surfaroo. That's me.
Thanks for coming in.
No worries.
Okay, Pete, we'll
Thanks, Russell.
catch you again sometime.
No worries, mate. See you guys soon.
Okay, bye.